September 17th, 2025, on track 12, riding the next gen Acela to Baltimore today, train 2153. I'm all the way back at car 7. It's near the rear of the train, behind the cafe car. Look at this thing.
I'm going to go 2 doors down.
Got a good price on this today. Booked it a couple of weeks ago. Just doing a little price hunting, and one day I pulled it up and got something good. So thought I'd take advantage of it. Yeah, it looks pretty sleek. It's car 4, I'm in car 7. Got a little ways to go yet. It was a little late getting in. I already got 10:02. We're due out of 10. So, be a little late getting out of here. Yeah, here's the cafe car. So I'm in car 7. This should be the next one coming up. These cars are a bit shorter than the Acela cars. Let's see. Go in here. Alright, I'm in here. I'm in seat 12A, which is a left side forward-facing seat by the window, I hope. Now look at the inside of these. These are pretty cool. Just, yeah, there we go. It's my seat to Baltimore. It's a tray table. It's pretty good. Okay, we're at a 10:08. $21.54 from Washington to Boston is doing around now. He's running a little late. I'm a little disappointed in that these cars don't seem to have conventional plug outlets, and the USB cable that I have is not compatible with the jacks here. Well, the morning started out sunny, but now it's cloudy, which is good because it'll eliminate the sun glare.
Okay, then, okay.
Metro Park, Philadelphia, Wilmington, and Baltimore en route.
Interlockings, a marketing research company to talk with our customers about their experience on the next-gen cell trains. If you are approached by a Harris-X personnel, please note that participation in this marketing research is completely optional. We would appreciate any feedback you can give us. While we ask that you treat the Harris-X personnel as you would any other customer, you are welcome to share any insights and additional customer feedback you have personally observed, and it may help us in understanding customer pain points and areas for improvement. We hope this data will give us an opportunity to enhance our passengers' journey and support our frontline employees to continue providing exceptional customer service. Thank you very much.
So,
Looks like they're rebuilding the bridge at Point No Point on Conrail Shed assets. We don't make Newark. Metro Park as the first stop.
yeah, certainly. I think you can
There's a Passaic River there. You got path alongside of us with a third rail.
I just was saying it's going to be a long process. And also, we would need to go probably, we could go arbitrations.
There's the path shop. Check that out, 4301. He's headed from Meadows. That's probably out of Morrisville. We must have passed 2154 in the tunnel. Harrison Bad Station. Doing like the old broker, going right through Newark Penn Station without stopping. The broker was was a Jersey City to Bayhead train. It was a commuter train, but it didn't stop here. Each section is separated by a couple of axles. I feel like I'm sitting on top of one of them. I'm on the rear of this section, car 7, or section 7. Car feels relatively smooth. Newark Airport. We're passing by the former Waverly Yard site. It was a huge Pennsylvania Railroad freight yard at one time. Started to dig in yet. We'll do that after New Brunswick. And then from Midway interlocking to Clark, just past Princeton Junction, he's allowed to do 160. North Elizabeth. Slowing down for the S-curve at Elizabeth. Elizabeth. This is my first ride on these cars, obviously, this train, so I'm not really familiar with the adaptability of outlets, but you need to have the USB cable that has the wide end at the end, and one that fits in an iPhone 16 Pro, and I recommend it be a long wire, like maybe an 8-foot wire, that way you have room to spare. Interlocking is Elmora. Tom will know better. Okay, we're on the 6-track main. We should get some speed in.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few short moments, we will be arriving at our next station stop, Metro Park. If Metro Park is station stop, please take this time to gather all personal items and prepare for departure. Once again, Metro Park is New Jersey. It's coming up next.
Yeah, a nice touch on these cars is a warning gong. Do-do-do-do. Something that's very popular in Europe. Canada also. See if I can try to determine what the speed is at its fastest point going through Princeton Junction around there. We're on track 3. He's moving. London. Here's the old General Motors yard. Store's covered hoppers, a fragment of its former self. And here's the Merck Pharmaceutical Company. Railway. It's old Union Tower. This is where the North Jersey coastline diverges. There it goes down there. Perth Amboy and Woodbridge. Part of Union interlocking. Former site of the old Colonia station. Slowing for a Metro Park stop. Switching over to track 4 here at Island Interlock. Here we go. And we'll switch back over to 3 after we leave Metro Park in Menlo. Here's the Garden State parking lot, Parkway. Metro Park. Here, departing Metro Park, 10:39. Next stop, Philadelphia. Switching back to track 3. Amtrak is getting 28 sets of this equipment. The maximum horsepower is 9,400 total on these. The Acela Expresses are actually more powerful at 12,400 horsepower. I'm recording the speed on the speedometer on my phone with this between here and Philly to see if we can figure out how fast we really do go on maximum speed. Interlocking is Lincoln. This is Metuchen. Here's the old Lincoln Tower. cart, the snack cart down the aisle is a great idea on these trains because the cafe car itself doesn't have any seating in it.
Good morning again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard again on Amtrak next train. It's 2153. Our next stop is a few moments away, Philadelphia. Philadelphia 33 station will be next.
We just passed what was left of the old Ford Motor Company yard. Station is Edison. You can really start to get good speed right here. Get past County Interlocking, the speed will increase a bit, and then Midway, it'll go to the max 160 to link to Clark Interlocking past Princeton Junction. Greater sensation of speed in these trains than you do on the Acellas. New Brunswick. There are a number of forward-facing seats in the cars and quite a few rearward-facing seats in sections of the train. In a book on the Amtrak app, book your seat. You can look through each car and see what's available. I prefer the forward-facing left side window, and I was able to get one of them. This is County Interlocking. Here's where we'll start to increase our speed. Feel them accelerating. I think they can do 140, I'm not sure. I'll have to look and see what the recorder says. Feels pretty smooth. I hope the woman with the food cart isn't flying too. It's the South Brunswick Amtrak MOW with those old Roar turboliners. They've been there for years. Where these next gen trains really strut their stuff on this section of the corridor. Up in Rhode Rhode Island and Massachusetts too. That's where there's other sections of 160 track. Believe it or not, the Bud Metroliners delivered in the late 1960s tested at a max speed of 168 miles per hour on this stretch. The schedules on these Acela runs are pretty much based on the original Acela schedules. Since these can go a little bit faster in spots, they can make up a little bit of time. Here's Midway interlocking right here. This is where he jumps up to 160. All the way to C.P. Clark past Princeton Junction. This will be the fastest I've ever traveled in the USA. Well, fastest I've ever traveled, period, on a train. I haven't been to Europe. At least not in countries where they have super fast trains like France or Germany. Oh man, he is ripping now, man. Just a little portion of 160 track, but oh, what an experience. It's still fairly smooth. This is exhilarating. There's Nassau Tower. This is Princeton Junction. One of the greatest rail fan spots in the country. You're approaching C.P. Clark, the next signal south of Princeton Junction, or west. Slow down and come out of the 160. Just imagine one of these passing another one of these in the opposite direction in that spot. A closing speed of nearly 320 miles an hour. But between this and a regional, it can be 285 miles per hour, so that's still pretty blurry. It's cloudy today, otherwise I'd have glare. Might be some showery weather in Baltimore. I don't think it'd be too heavy though. Alright, this is Hamilton. This train doesn't stop at Trenton. Old Milham Tower. Here is ham, like ham and eggs. I know an engineer who's nicknamed Ham and Eggs. Where did he get that name from? Who knows, maybe he's running this thing. Fair Tower, fair interlocking train. Blowing by Trenton. It's the beginning of the old PRR Bordentown branch, now the NJT River Line down in Camden. Crossing the Delaware River, entering Pennsylvania, leaving New Jersey. This is Morrisville, Pennsylvania. Morris interlocking. Morris interlocking. This Morris Tower. This is where the old PRR Trenton cutoff diverges. That's going up there. Now that's NJT's line towards their Morrisville yard. Riviera over there. Van Skeever Lake. It's a branch off the Delaware River. You'll see a lot of trailers, campground here alongside the lake. Levittown SEPTA station, Levittown, Pennsylvania. River Bridge connecting the New Jersey and Pennsylvania turnpikes. Right there. Here's Grundy Tower, Grundy interlocking. Felt pretty smooth going through the interlocking on track 3. Station is Bristol. Excited I was when I rode the Metroliner for the first time. I rode between New York and Philly. That was back in the fall of 1970. Interlocking here is Croy, C-R-O-Y, off of track 1 only. Station is Croydon. Sober Industries. There's Neshaminy Creek. Station is Eddington. And you heard the food cart going by. The food cart via rail style. Ooh, silver line of 5. Yay. No SEPTA service cuts. Thank goodness. It's Cornwell's Heights. No SEPTA service cuts, although they still have to work out the funding. Where the old Andalusia station used to be. Torresdale, entering Philadelphia. Just left the New York division back there at that sign. Going alongside Interstate 95 here. Near the Cotman Avenue exit. It's where they had that plane crash a while ago. Holmesburg Junction Station, Holmes interlocking. I wonder if Anthony is out watching this train. seasonal out here around this time of day. Station is Tacony. Over there is the Tacony-Palmyra Bridge into New Jersey. Yeah, traffic's moving pretty good on 95. That's not always the case. It hasn't been for many years. They did construction here. That dilapidated looking waiting shed over there was the old Wissonoming station remnant. One of the more scenic parts of the ride here. That's Bridesburg Station. Cathedral Baptist Worship Center Church was once a grocery store, supermarket. Slowing down for a significant curve up ahead. Scrap yards, you'd love this neighborhood. Wow. If you wanted to remove that, you need one hell of a powerful magnet. This is Frankfurt Yard. And here we round the infamous curve, Frankfurt Curve. Yard over there was a much more important facility for the Pennsylvania Railroad. And there's the Atlantic City line coming in, used by New Jersey Transit trains to Atlantic City, as well as freight trains to Pavonia Yard in Camden, New Jersey. And this interlocking here is Shore. New passing the old. Short. Look at the tower here, all burned out. There's the Market Frankfurt subway elevated, or the L. Philadelphia a lot, but this is not one of my favorite parts of the city here. Interlocking here is Clearfield, North Philadelphia. About to go over Broad Street right there. Look down the street, you can see City Hall dead center. Here's North Philadelphia Station. The old North Philadelphia Tower looking worse for wear. And this interlocking here is Lehigh, where SEPTA's Chestnut Hill West line comes in. Yuck. A silver liner 4. No doubt he's headed for Chestnut Hill West. Believe it or not, I'm thinking about making a dedicated video of the Silverliner 4s. All I can tell you is if you love the Silverliner 4s, you'll like the video, and if you hate the Silverliner 4s, you'll like the video. I'm going to be as impartial as I can be. Ooh, that nice New Jersey Transit train for Atlantic City there. You think I'll be impartial with a video like that? I may have to tell some whoppers to satisfy the Silverliner 4 lovers, but I do have some good things to say about them. Their longevity, for one. The fact that they can do 95 miles an hour. An engineer I know says he does that routinely, so that's impressive. Far track there, that's freight only. That accesses Park Junction. That's where the B&O started in Philadelphia, going down towards DC. Okay, this is Mantua interlocking here. Here comes a stunning view as we cross the Schuylkill River. It's $1 million view right there. Downtown Philadelphia. There's Girard Avenue in the foreground.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a few moments, we are approaching our next scheduled stop, Philadelphia 33 Station. This is your stop. Take this time to get all your personal belongings. Double check over your luggage rack, see pockets in front of you, and make your way to the nearest exit.
This interlocking here is Girard. Here's the Philadelphia Zoo.
Amtrak next to the Cellar, 2163. Have a great day. Philadelphia coming up.
Okay, we're heading down the river line towards 30th Street Station. Okay, right here we're going to parallel the Schuylkill Expressway with the Schuylkill Local Way. Over there is Boathouse Row. You see those boathouses? Beautiful boathouses. And up there's the Philadelphia Art Museum, one of the finest in the country. Philadelphia has a lot of virtues, believe me. You may knock it, but it's the seat of our democracy, and I emphasize democracy.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, now arriving, this is Philadelphia, 13th station. Doors will open on platform side. As always, please watch yourself and exit the train. Remind you exactly so you take the train. This is Philadelphia, now arriving.
This is Penn interlocking. That's an impressive skyline, isn't it, folks? Fly, Eagles, fly. They're 2-0. The Phillies just won the National League East. Philadelphia has the greatest fans in sports. I got 11:22. We're 10 minutes late. Those passengers are waiting for a regional 182. Okay, we're departing Philadelphia, 11:25. We're 13 minutes late. And there are outlets for conventional plugs on this. You have to look down below the seat in the center to find it. Happily there is, so I can continue my recording. Next stop is Wilmington, Delaware. I should point out that our maximum speed that we reached on this journey was 159.53 miles per hour just before Princeton Junction. How about them apples? This pair of seats to myself now. Here's Old Arsenal Tower we just passed. Tracks coming down, that's the I line, West Philadelphia elevator branch. Two tracks on the far end, that's headed down to Greenwich Yard. It's where the old Army-Navy football specials used to go. Thankfully, the cord that I brought to plug in the power supply is long enough to do this. This interlocking down here is Phil, P-H-I-L. It's where the SEPTA airport line diverges. We're passing on the CSX, the old B&O there. Later today I'll be riding on the old B&O. His old Brill Tower looking pretty shabby. Pass by the Elmwood Trolley Barn here. I was going to give these poor grade for not having outlets for conventional plugs, but I didn't know where they were and I found them, so their score improved. But the USB ports are here above that, between the seats, that use that large adapter. Look at all these Kawasaki cars. Some PCCs back there. See how this thing does between Wilmington and Baltimore. Some of these trains, that was Derby Station, by the way. Some of these trains have made that run in about 38 minutes, 68 miles. This is Curtis Park. Sharon Hill. Have a bunch of SEPTA stations, bang, 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 real close together here. Shooting down track 3. It's Fulcroft. Olden. Was Norwood Station, by the way. Next is Prospect Park Moore with the Stone Depot. Ridley Park, this is a nice town. Stopped at Crumlin. Talk about crumbing. Those Baldwin Tower. There's Baldwin interlocking here. Stone in an American Airlines flight ready to land at Philadelphia International Airport. Chester. That bridge you see in the background, that's it's known as the Commodore Barry Bridge. Commodore Barry Bridge. Otherwise the Swedesboro to Chester Bridge from Swedesboro, New Jersey. Avenue. This Marcus Hook Yard, a fragment of its former glory in Pennsy days. Here is Hook. There's old Hook Tower. And Hook is a portion of the name of the station here, which is Marcus Hook. Refinery country here. Now in the state of Delaware. Claymont, Delaware, the new station. Replace the old, which is right up ahead here. Low platform affair. There it is. Here's the mighty Delaware River. The far horizon, well, you can't see it. It's the Delaware Memorial Bridge. Well, this is highly interlocking. It's like they're putting new ties in here. that's on the corridor that was tracks 2 and 3. That's track 2 up there. Tracks ducking under, that's the old Edgemore branch. We're on track 3 still. Pretty soon we'll pass by the Wilmington shops. There's the old bell tower. The W signs up, meaning you have to whistle for them. Thankfully, I'm far enough in the back I don't have to hear the lousy horn on this thing. Ooh, look at those NS units there. Look like SD70 ACCs. Have to check that out. Yeah, there's some more Norfolk Southern locomotives. Auto racks. Well, if the UP absorption goes through, which is what it really is, Norfolk Southern will cease to exist. I know at least one Long Island Railroad employee who would be deliriously happy about that prospect. Well, I am, but for entirely different reasons. Well, here's the Wilmington shop. Look at all the, see some ALC 42s. There are some HHPH shells. Interlocking is land lith. Interlocking here is wine, W-I-N-E, something I love to drink. Enjoy them while they're still around, folks. These are Cell Expresses, war horses. They deserve to be saluted. Great pieces of equipment. Great horns. These horns will never come close to those Well, I'm told once they get all of the Avelia Liberty train sets, they're going to replace the horns with more American-style horns. I can hardly wait. I got 11:44. All right, folks, here I am in Baltimore Penn Station. The old fallen flag railroad, a great fallen flag it was, the RF&P. What did I think of the next gen Acela? Well, it was a pretty smooth ride. Happily, they have outlets for USBs and conventional plugs. Really moved, hit almost 160 mile an hour near Princeton Junction back there. And at high speed, they really roll good. They sound faster than they really are going. But he was up there, and it was smooth, and although it wasn't a blueprint ride, it took about 2 hours and 22 minutes to get here from New York. So it was a pretty good ride, and lost a little time en route. The only thing I really have a gripe about with those things is you can't really recline the seats very well. Not like the Acelas. You can definitely put the headrest back on these. I didn't see anybody doing it. When I was trying to do it, and I couldn't get it to move. It just kind of moves down around the lumbar area. But other than that, it was a fascinating ride on the next gen Acela, the new replacement of the Acela Expresses.
Street Station, Trenton, New Jersey, downtown Newark, New Jersey, Penn Station, and our final station stop there at Penn Station. As a reminder, passengers, if you are exiting at BWI, Thurgood Marshall Rail Station, once again, if you're exiting at BWI and you are located in the first two cars.
Okay, departing Washington, train 192, 7:12 p.m.
Once again, boss, the last car of today's train is our business class. You must have a business class ticket. In order to sit in business class, must be seated in the assigned seat you are assigned to, not switching seat to another passenger. If
Bye,
you are
Washington,
in a car
D.C.
that the lights are dim, you are seated in the quiet car. Once again, if the lights are off in your car, you are sitting in the quiet car. It is a library-like atmosphere. All cell phones should be on silent or vibrate. If you would like to have a short conversation with the person next to you, it must be doing whisper. As a reminder, passenger, if you would like to use your cell phone or have a long conversation with the person next to you in the quiet car, you are welcome to any other coach in front of the quiet car, not the quiet car. As a reminder, passengers, Amtrak policy, if you have any audio-emitting devices, whether it be a cell phone, tablet, or computer, you must have headphones on at all times. Once again, you must have headphones on at all times. If you are walking through your train, you must have shoes on at all times, especially in the cafe car. No shoes, no service. As a reminder, passengers, there is no feet on seats. Once again, no feet on seats. Please have all seats readily available for a passenger who would like to enjoy the seat on their route to New York Penn Station. If you have any luggage in the ADA accessible area.
There's a red line metro station there. That's an excellent place for train watching here. Get everything in and out of the station pretty much.
Cafe cars located towards the center of today's train. The cafe car is currently closed, and after when the cafe service begins. In a few moments, conductors will be coming around and check for tickets. Please make sure your tickets are readily available for inspection. Please make sure your phones are on the brightest setting zoomed into the QR code. Once again, 192 in New York, BWI, Thurgood Marshall Rail Station will be next. Once again, if you are located in the first four cars, you must walk back in order to exit at BWI.
Take a good look at Ivy City, see what's going on over there. We'll be picking up speed rapidly when we go by there. Okay, overhead bridge is New York Avenue. We go underneath that, we leave Washington Terminal, and we take off. You can see those B&O style CPLs. Washington Terminal pretty much uses them. It's a long train. We got an ACS 64 on both ends. A lot of horsepower. Coming in from Baltimore via the Camden line. There goes the Camden line. Riding car. All right, at the end of the video, you noticed that we were taking off out of Washington, D.C. on train 192. And as we're picking up speed, I noted how the car was riding rough. Well, that was a most incredible ride, probably the most incredible ride I've ever had on a regional train. When we got to Baltimore, we were a few minutes early, and they had mechanical check the train. They had them check the front truck on the first car to see if they had a flat spot on it or it was going to derail or something. And after about a 25-minute delay, they found really nothing wrong. And, we're due out of there like 7:53. And we wound up not leaving until 8:22. So I'm thinking, we're going to be late. I'm going to miss my 10:52 connection to Long Island. And I want to tell you, from there on, those guys were ripping. He was ripping with that train. We got into New York City, Penn Station, exactly on time at 10:38 p.m. He made the run from Baltimore to Penn Station, New York in 2 hours and 16 minutes. That's like a Acela-type running time on a regional. And oddly enough, it was a few minutes faster than my next-gen ride down earlier in the day. It was about 2 hours and 20 minutes. And the overall running time from Washington, D.C. to New York, if you take away the delay in Baltimore, was slightly less than 3 hours. Again, Acela-type running. Shows you what you can do if everything clicks. And it shows you what an Acela could do if everything clicks. Much faster than their current schedules from New York to D.C. Boy, that was an incredible ride.